Hi, sewing friends. On behalf of uncommonthread.com, I'd like to thank you for downloading our video on Sulky, Soft and Sheer, and Soft and Sheer Extra Stabilizers. My name is Michelle Umloff, and I'm a certified Sulky teacher. In this video, I'm also going to show you how to create these beautiful freestanding embroideries so that you can decorate a variety of items with them. It's super fast and easy, and it's one of my favorite techniques. Soft and Sheer and Soft and Sheer Extra are very similar, so this month I created some charts so that you can see the similarities yet notice the differences. These are considered a cutaway stabilizer, and you can quickly find them because they're packaged in purple. These are a permanent stabilizer, though they are lightweight. They have like this waffle weave texture to them, and they're a non-woven nylon. They have excellent stretch resistance, and you generally use these as a backing behind your fabric. These are soft enough that they can go next to your skin without causing any irritation. The Sulky Soft and Sheer Extra Stabilizer has a fusible on one side, and you can tell because it feels just a little bit grittier than the smooth side. It's about 1.5 times heavier than the Soft and Sheer, but it's still considered a lightweight stabilizer. Both of these stabilizers do an excellent job to stand up through numerous wash and wears. They don't show through most fabrics, and they're safe to use to stabilize dense and complex embroidery designs, and are perfect to use on lightweight knits, wovens, open weave fabrics, and you can also use them on baby items. These stabilizers can be used on the back of fabric to help fabric from getting caught in the throat plate. You can use multiple layers of these stabilizers. In fact, you can even mix and match them with the other Sulky stabilizers. You can use Sulky Soft and Sheer Extra on the back of knit fabric by just applying it or fusing it to the back of the fabric, and it will make the knit fabric behave like a woven, and it's perfectly suitable for these types of fabrics that I have listed here. You can also use Sulky Soft and Sheer Extra as interfacing, and they will also prevent bleed through, and I'll show you a picture regarding that in just a moment. Soft and Sheer is a good stabilizer to use behind fabrics such as organza and netting. They're lightweight fabric, and this is a very lightweight yet durable stabilizer. But just be cautious that this stabilizer is permanent and it will remain behind your design. This is a picture to explain what I mean about bleed through. If you notice, I have a dark background here, and on top of it, this lady is white, but the background is white, so you can see just a little bit of the dark background. I applied only one layer of the Soft and Sheer Extra behind the lady, but if I would have applied 2 layers, you probably would not be able to see the dark fabric show through. So this stabilizer is perfect to use when you're doing applique projects and you don't want the dark fabric to show through on your lighter fabrics that are in your foreground. Soft and Sheer Extra Stabilizer is fusible, and to apply it you would want to use a low to medium temperature setting on your iron. You would want to iron it on from the wrong side of the stabilizer, and be sure to use a press cloth. Iron only one layer on at a time, and in fact you can remove the excess stabilizer simply by warming it up with the iron and peel it back and cut it with pinking shears or even regular scissors. Soft and Sheer Extra stabilizers are perfect to use for a variety of creative machine arts projects, sewing, embroidery, quilting, and crafting projects. The Soft and Sheer stabilizer is available in both black and white and is available in a variety of put-ups. UncommonThread.com carries the full line of Sulky products, and you can find all of these products at our website. Soft and Sheer Extra Stabilizer is only available in white, but it does come in a variety of put-ups, and it's also available at uncommonthread.com. So now I'm going to show you how to create these freestanding embroideries, but to kind of help give you a little bit of an idea of what these are, I'm going to start out by showing you some examples first. To make freestanding embroideries, you will need soft and sheer stabilizer, 40 weight rayon thread, clear invisible thread, and a 1280 size needle. You'll also need to download an embroidery design from your favorite resource, and you'll need a tool such as the Magic Heat cutting tool, which you can find on Google, and then you'll also want some organza, perhaps to match your thread color, or maybe you want to do something else a little more fun. UncommonThread.com offers all these products and more at 15% off retail every single day. So here's a picture of a blouse that I embellished using the freestanding embroideries. I just want you to notice that I did do some initial embroidery directly on the shirt. However, all of these floral embellishments were added after the fact, and I did not embroider them directly onto the blouse. Here is a picture of the pants that I created to coordinate with that blouse. Now I'd like to take an opportunity to talk to you about the embroidery design at this point. Notice that these embroidery designs are somewhat dense, meaning they are created entirely from the thread, and they're pretty dense and large embroidery designs, although there are some vines and stems on here. The vines and stems are a little bit more difficult to work with, but they're not impossible. I kind of think of this project as applying a patch onto your pants. So when I created these pants, I opened up the inseam, laid it out flat, and just applied the freestanding embroideries directly where I wanted them, and I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. I also used a freestanding embroidery to create a pin that I attached to one of my garden hats. I created a topiary tree using freestanding embroideries. And I also embellished an applique project that I did with some of the freestanding flowers, and then I added a flower to my dog's collar. And I created a pillow here, and I did not embroider these designs directly onto this band that goes around the pillow. These are all added on after the fact, and this is just super easy, and as you can tell, it's one of my favorite techniques. So let's talk about it. You'll want to use 1 to 2 layers of organza for your top layer. Then you're going to use 1 layer of Sulky Soft and Sheer Stabilizer, followed by 1 to 2 layers of organza on the bottom. You need the organza on the top and the bottom because you really don't want the stabilizer to show through, especially if you're doing like an orange flower as I have depicted there. The white stabilizer, you would be able to see it through the stitches. While setting up your embroidery machine, everything's going to be pretty much the same, but you're going to use Sulky rayon 40 weight thread in the top and the bobbin. If you cannot use it in the bobbin or want to use a lighter weight thread, you can find a coordinating color in the Poly Light collection, and you'll use a 1280 size needle. You want to transfer your designs over to your machine, and you want to import as many designs as you can possibly fit into your embroidery hoop. Therefore, you don't want to stitch out 1 flower at a time or 1 patch at a time unless that is what your intentions are, and just let the machine do all the embroidery. Once you are finished, you want to use this Magic Heat cutting tool to burn away the flower or whatever it is that you embroidered away from the excess stabilizer. This tool is really awesome to use for this type of application. This tool gets extremely hot, so you have to be very careful, and that tip, it just works fantastic for going around the thread, and that's why it's important to use rayon thread, because it holds up to this temperature a lot better. And as this hot burning tool burns away the excess stabilizer, it also kind of seals the edge. You can leave the project in your hoop and burn it out, or you can unhoop it and just be careful that you don't burn your design. Then all you do is audition your freestanding embroideries where you would like them to go. You can either pin them in place or use just a little bit of a glue stick just to hold them so that you can audition them to know exactly where you like them. Then just thread your machine with clear invisible polyester thread and sew along the outside of the embroidery design to secure it in place. So there's no more guessing where your embroidery designs are going to be. There's no more multiple hoopings or anything like that. To sew on the freestanding embroideries, set your machine up for a straight stitch with a stitch length of about 7.0. Your feed dogs are lowered, and you'll want to use your embroidery, darning, or free motion foot, whichever one your machine came with. Your tension may need to be lowered, and you can use the Sulky polyester clear invisible thread with the same or a bobbin thread in the bobbin. And then you can choose the size needle that's appropriate for the fabric that you're applying this to. There's a variety of ways to do these freestanding embroideries, and I just shared one way with you today. My name is Michelle Umloff, and I'm the owner of So Simplified. You can visit me at www.sosimplified.com. I offer this class, Not Your Grandma's Bowl, for free when you become one of my sewing friends. And I showed you the So Fabulous VersaPad, which is also in my online sewing store. I have a podcast out called the So Simplified Podcast, and find me on Facebook under So Simplified. Uncommon Thread does offer 15% off all of these products and more every single day, so visit us at uncommonthread.com. We hope you enjoyed this educational video. If you have any questions about this product or our technique, send us an email at uncommonthread@comporium.net, or feel free to call us. Find us on Facebook and give us a like. You can search for us at uncommonthread.com.